See ya, guys.
Thank you guys so much for being a
I
part
want
of
to
it.
quickly
I'll touch
clear
his
out
line,
the
lads.
party.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Do you guys want to come on to COG and have a swap around?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, do you want me to swap to COG?
Yeah, let's go for
Or
it.
do you want me to stay on? Or do you reckon people want to see Swarm and Margot? I could.
I haven't seen the COG yet, so
I don't know. I think people want to see the UIR as well.
Okay.
That one is pretty cool. I've got to say though, that Imago is a beast.
I know, right? It was actually so we have this thing in development called Free Fridays, which is essentially every so often we have a day where you can essentially do something outside of your kind of usual tasks, and kind of like experiment or try new ideas or just do something cool. And actually our UI lead Josh kind of decided to spend his Free Friday kind of creating his idea of what our kind of like a Swarm Imago would be, so that he basically, when we went online with the Coalition Soldier, we saw so many people like wanting to like get pictures with it and like realizing a dev was in the lobby when they didn't, kind of from the emblem or the TC kind of moniker, because like if you're less hardcore you might not know that stuff, right?
That's pretty dope.
They went away, created it, and then our kind of character team kind of added a few extra touches to it, like the growing scars on the top of the head and stuff. But the red kind of Imago style was actually created on it as a kind of a like side project Free Friday thing by our UI lead. So it's pretty freaking cool to have that in the game, and I'm super glad they did it because it's like my favorite skin right now.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Hey, sexy people.
Hey, hey.
That is really sick.
Oh, I also want to give a massive shout out to Jess. Jess LL, her Nasha is coming into the game this month. We'll be announcing how you get it later this month. I'm going to be rocking it in now that I'm on COG team. So look out for the
Nice.
Toasty Nasha. And yeah, you can own it for
I
yourself
want
for
to
free
use that.
later
That's
this
so
month.
cool.
Yeah, it's really awesome. She did a great job on it. The last one to come for the community side is the Rusty Nasha from Molov.
Oh yeah.
And we're hopefully going to have that in soon. I actually was kind of doing a review of it the other day in development, so yeah, hopefully that'll be in soon. And that's the one that's kind of like, it's kind of like rusted and moss growing on it, and it's got like bloodied hands and a bloodied omen, and it looks really cool. Looks really cool.
Shout out to the latest donations. We're at 1588. Thank you so
Ooh,
much,
nice.
guys. Thank you so much, Eddie. Thank you for the $10. We got Chunk McGee. Thank you so much for the 10 as well. Stellar, thank you for it as well. 5 we got there from you. Mr. Tulu, thank you for $8 there. Appreciate it. Decap 101, another $5. $20 from Rob Hill. Thank you guys so much for that donations. We have surpassed goal, surpassed what we even thought we would get at. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Remember, you.
So I'm going to throw something in. Sorry.
No,
I just
go
wanted
ahead.
to throw something in along your donations line. Sorry to interrupt you, Evil. If we get to 2,000 by the time my session is over, anybody who donated at least $5, if we hit 2,000 by the time my session is over, which I believe is in 45 minutes, anyone who donated will be entered into a raffle to win 3 mega packs of their choice.
Ooh.
So let's get those donations coming in. Let's get to 2,000, everybody. Let's do it.
Does this
Let's
include
go.
ones that haven't come out
Right.
yet, or
Just let me empty out my bank account.
It would be any, no.
Wow.
No. But yeah, 3 mega packs of your choice. It can be one of each like thing you want, or it can be 3 of the one you want, whatever you want. But one lucky person from anyone who donates to get us to 2,000. If we hit there by 3 p.m. PDT, which is in 45 minutes, we'll enter you into a raffle if you use hashtag Octus to also win a. I hate you for that hashtag. Evil so
I'm so
much.
sorry, buddy.
We'll enter you for
Should've
a
done
raffle
TC.
to win 3 mega packs of your choice.
Alright, I'm just waiting on one more, and then we are good to go.
Oh, so if I donate now, I get any mega pack you say, yeah?
Any mega
3.
pack from
We'll get
any
3, yeah.
from
Along
any
with you
already
reach
released
2
pack.
grand.
Oh.
If we hit 2 grand.
2 grand total by 3 p.m. PDT. Yeah, so 45 minutes.
I have a question for you, Octus.
Yeah.
You know, with the TCA skins, you said there's going to be another wave. Have you
Yeah.
guys ever thought about releasing a Nasher and a Snub skin for it? So I know quite a few people that mix and match that they like with white skins with it. So
it's a great
I was
idea.
just wondering about it.
We should probably do it. The reason we did it early in is because obviously game development, shipping a game is a huge deal, and so getting things in like that is tough when the team's like really putting in serious hours to get the core game shipped. That was kind of like a little gift they kind of gave us, like finding someone gave like spare time for that, which was amazing. But at this point in development, it's probably possible. So yeah, it's a great suggestion. I'll kind of talk to the team about it.
You're good,
Thanks,
buddy.
great idea.
Yeah, he's wondering about the $5 things. Yeah, thank you guys. This has been amazing. I'm just blown away by this event. It's been phenomenal to see
I
this
never
happen.
expected to go over $1,000. I thought like, yep, we'll hit $1,000, no problem. And it's just gone, wow, it's just gone right over. That's really impressive.
Thank you guys. Much love, guys. So much.
Octus, I have a couple questions for you if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Shoot.
Oh, actually, I have a couple statements too. But I'm not gonna lie.
Shoot.
I'm a huge like nut for the locusts on this game, and
yeah,
I did a little rough estimate. You guys have at least 19 left, and I think it'd be very cool if you added all of them in. I don't know, like if you guys have a date for this game or anything, but I did a rough estimate. If you do at least 6 a month, then you could get them all in. But
6 a month's a lot.
Ooh, that's a lot of development.
Yeah.
They have to do them from the ground up.
Oh,
Right?
I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised when I saw the
look at that.
Oh my god.
I was like, what?
Yeah,
Look at that baby.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah, we know people love having the old Locust back, right? Like we spent so many years of our multiplayer gaming with them, and like the campaign story, and you know, the Swarm are a new enemy that we're establishing, and it's great to bring back. Like there might be more in the future, there might not, but yeah, as you said, we got apparently 19. I didn't know this number, but apparently we have 19 more to pick from, so that's great.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a nerd for the locust, but hashtag bring back Mira maybe. During the
Yeah, that's like
That is
one of
a
the number
hashtag
one
I've seen.
requested
I've seen
right
that
there.
hashtag since release.
Yeah.
yeah. By
yeah.
the way, if you saw someone blowing up your guys' Twitter for Palace Guard and like Locust Queen pack, yeah, that was me. I'm sorry, but I had to do that. And then
No,
I called
don't
Palace Guard,
apologize.
like,
You should have seen my face when I finally saw Palace Guard like in multiplayer in one of our internal play sessions. It was such a fanboy moment for me. Like I remember wanting to play as him so much back in Gears
What was
2.
that? No, Lee. Come at me, bro.
Yeah,
Octus, I have another question for you.
Yeah.
You know, we've all been waiting for it. I think everyone can agree. Will there be a, like, we all want a Delta Squad pack, will there be one, like, all E-Day variations of, like, Marcus and that, V-Days?
You've done it, Evo. I'm having you.
Will there be? It's a good question. Again, as one of the things I wanted to say is that we are not really talking about characters, like, future-wise today. But, you know, there is an anniversary like coming up, so like you know, we're gonna have the Marcus heads back at the very least with the Ram heads and stuff, which we like doing. But you know, who knows?
Very cool. Very cool.
I've got a strange question. I'm not sure if you'll know the answer to it, but like, I know that like most of the characters, well, all the characters are from the ground up, but I was playing with Unreal Engine, and so you could like port the models in. I was wondering if you like actually port some of the models and retexture them instead of remapping them.
Yeah, well, it's interesting the amount of work that actually goes into even kind of like adjusting a character model to look a different way is actually quite extensive. It actually surprised me when I found out. Especially when they come back from Legacy, we kind of have to start from scratch, right? Like this game, if you think about it, with the Xbox One X coming out and then PC as well, supports 4K resolution, and the difference between you know, Gears 3 on 360, which I believe was 720p if I remember rightly, and 4K resolution is night and day. And on top of that, our model sizes and stuff are slightly different in this game because we have equidistant hitboxes and stuff like that. So we have a bunch of work that actually goes into just bringing back even some of the more basic stuff. So it's kind of difficult to say if that unlocks anything. I'm not really a specialist to like enough to know that. But I will say that I've seen some of the effort that goes into just bringing back some fan favorite characters, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Someone had a question.
I can imagine.
Go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt you, Octus. Sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like that's one of the things where like, you know, sometimes people say like, oh, you're just reskinning and you know, re-releasing content. Honestly, every skin we make is a pretty extensive labor of love, to be honest with you. It shocked me when I saw how much work goes into even the most basic models. So they're well loved. Well, it's individually treated items, that's for sure.
Someone had a random question: who would win, Ram or Scourge? Who would win? That's their question
Rom.
for you.
Oh,
Yeah, Rom.
Scourge.
Rom has krill, man.
Choose
It
wisely.
depends. Yeah, I was gonna say, does the krill like work? If the krill can hurt Scourge, I would say Ram. If the krill can't hurt Scourge, then Scourge, because he can dodge his Troika,
That's
right?
what's unique about the
Those
Locust, though.
You could
there's
just
not
chop
really
them up.
any infighting in their race, like compared to humans, or you know, if you compare to other games like Halo and stuff with the Covenant, like there's infighting like routinely. But in this game, that's what I found pretty iconic, is that there's no infighting within the Locust Horde.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. And then any that is just fighting for their survival against Lambent, so.
Oh yeah, Octus. It just popped up in my mind. Will there be factions again in like Horde? Because it was in the end of the campaign, like DBs against Swarm. I was just wondering if it, like, that would be implemented in Horde mode.
So by factions, do you mean like bringing in other races to fight, or do you mean like an
You
actual
know,
like?
I mean, like Swarm and DBs fight like the Lambent and Locust did in Gears 3.
Oh, like
I
at
mean,
the end of the
that's not
chapter.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not anything. I'm getting no by Bruno, of course. That's not anything we got that got planned. One of the questions, like, to extend off that, which is related to it, is people ask like, oh, are we gonna get like Locust and or Lambent in Horde? One of the things that Rod talked about very early about with Gears 4 is that we kind of had to start from scratch with our AI coding. So while you see some of those like enemies, and very few of them appear kind of in the early parts of the campaign, like we would have to recreate the AI for canners, for tickers, for like all that stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be super, like a ton of work, like a massive amount of work to bring those factions in. So
Like
unfortunately,
the way
it's
you
not
came.
something that we're able to like do right now or anything. But you know, it's one of those questions that I think is related, because that kind of would require that, right? So. Oh god, I missed my B button. Oh, I love you, Probo. Thank you.
Oh,
Yes.
Thank you, Probo.
Oh yeah,
Thinking about the 4K update for the Xbox One X. In the post you mentioned there's going to be different improvements that aren't currently on the Xbox on the Windows 10 version. Are they going to be implemented into the Windows 10 version as well, or is that going to be separate?
I don't think there's any plan to do that right now. But it is, you know, things could change. But right now the plan is just to release that Xbox One X update. But yeah, nothing beyond that to talk about right now, really. Oh my god, I'm not gonna clutch this
Oh,
one.
you got a clutch.
Oh,
I won't do that. I'm not.
Face punch him. Ah, sad.
So I had a couple more questions.
Yeah, sure. Shoot.
This is just a very small thing that I don't think a lot of people like would really care for, but I just thought I'd bring it up. But me and my friends, we play a lot of like private modes, like private matches, and sometimes we like going against the bots. But recently we kind of found it very irritating that they're not rostered, you know, like they're not randomized like how Gears 3 was, how like whatever character you own, then that one would come in. By any chance, could you guys make that like happen at all, like to where they randomize between whatever characters you have?
I think it's a great suggestion. I'll actually pass that back to the team. It's a great point. I haven't heard anything like that is on our radar or anything, but it is now. So thanks for the
Yeah, because Reyna aimbotting me on Insane is kind of she's kind of on my hate list.
But yeah.
Can't be as bad as Paddock from Judgment.
Gears 2 bots, man. Online.
Oh my god,
But,
yes. Oh my god,
also,
you just reminded
what
me of
about
my nightmares. Thank you.
I hate them,
like,
man.
could
Pick up
that be
Sniper
added
Online.
in here?
Well,
So free for all, I'll lump this in with talking about Wingman too, because they're two things that we get asked often, right, and for good reason. So to support those modes, we actually need like essentially like a new lobby service, and I don't mean that as in necessarily like the visual kind of lobby that you see when you go into competitive, but it actually requires like a new, essentially like service change to support stuff like that. And again, that is actually a lot of work. It's something. God, I'm getting no-no'd all over the place. I don't really know if getting killed with a buzzkill facing the other way is a no-no feature, but I'll give you it. Yeah, so it's a ton of work. It's also some UI work, obviously, on top of that, because obviously we have to build like a new UI system for it and everything. So it's not something that we're saying right now. Like maybe it's something that we do, maybe it's not, but it's definitely something that's extensive, and you know, right now it's not on the books. But again, you never know what the future holds. It could change, but for right now, I'd say unlikely.
Yeah. So my last question was. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, you know, carry on.
Oh, my last question was, like for the next game, the characters that we currently have right now, like if we bought them through either credits or money, would they be transferred over to the next game, or what do you guys have planned for that? Like all characters released are vanilla, or what?
What's the next game? What?
Like if you guys do like
Gears of War 6?
Like if you guys do like Gears 5 or something. Let's say like I got Palace Guard, you know. Would he, since I got him, would he be
I prefer
transferred?
not to. I acknowledge the question for sure. I just prefer not to.
Yeah, if you can't say anything
on...
about it, that's understandable. But at least like take note or something.
Well, I'd be speculating on speculating. So like.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really a question I have an answer to.
Oh, with the torque.
Okay.
Thank you for the follow. You guys are awesome.
Could we have a studio dedicated to Gears memes?
Can we have
invest in that? That'd be great.
I think that comes under building the community team, doesn't it? Doesn't that come under that question from earlier?
No, we need paid memes, like paid mobs. I think it'd really help the community grow, you know?
Actually, Pro Gear, something interesting. Unfortunately, I'm having some issues with my laptop, so I might not be able to post this when I wanted to. But we are actually planning to post on Sunday how many people have died to the avalanche as you requested. So
nice.
Yay!
Nice.
You want to see?
I wanted to make a winter is coming joke with it, but I don't think I'm going to get the chance to, you know.
So on Reclaimed Winter, I saw the bot Oscar. I saw him get zapped by lightning and nothing happened to him. I think he's a god, dude.
He is. Have you not seen his like champion variant? Like,
you guys need to make him live through this whole series, because that guy, honestly, when I saw that ending, that kind of scared the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, I was wondering, right? Because sorry, come on.
Doom. Awkward silence.
Yeah,
Alright, let me break this silence.
You know, the train, right, in Autumn Edition. I just wanted to clear this up for Ben, okay, because he keeps going, like, on about it. It doesn't have a counter, does it? Or does it? Like, it would count as an entity death, right? Or,
oh, you mean like as in like being able to see
like
how
when
many
a train
people have
kills
died?
someone?
Yeah. I don't know. So like the way we get our kill stuff from 4 is obviously it's counting, you know, unknown deaths, so to speak, as lightning kills and stuff like that, right? We have a tracker on it, and we have like tons of data streams coming out of Gears 4. UE was a lot more kind of like basic, so I don't particularly like know. It may exist. Like I'm gonna ask the question because I think it'd be interesting to find out. It may exist. I honestly don't know. But I'm hoping it does, because I'd love to see how many people got crushed by that thing, because I know I probably attribute about 100 of them.
Yeah, it'd be pretty funny if there was a counter on it.
Thank you guys.
There might be
a million people.
Back to your guys' season pass thing. I was curious.
Oh yeah.
Could you guys like? Because on Gears 3, I love the season pass on that thing. Like you got everything, you know. But yeah, I don't really know about it for this game, but I'm curious, would you guys make it to where like season pass holders get every character free? Or at least like a discount for it?
I think when we're talking about the future season pass and how we can bring more value, it's definitely about like, is there a way we can tie in the packs in some way to Season Pass.
We lost
I think if you look at a lot of... Oh no, we're
Onyx
falling
is
forward now,
spectating.
anyway.
Yeah, I'm spectating.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but it's definitely, when we're talking about how do we add even more value than we kind of initially promised with Season Pass, we are talking about how packs fit into that, and if there's anything we can do in that space with Season Pass, but that's about as much as I've got to say on that really right now. Like, we are talking about how we kind of do more for Season Pass holders, and that is kind of part of those discussions, but every character included is probably a bit far in that discussion, but doing more around our packs and more to make sure that there's still a balance between like getting your value for Season Pass and also having stuff to earn and use your credits on, I think is definitely like a kind of part of that discussion, right?
Alright, what about unlockables for maybe the future of this like franchise? Like, you know how because microtransactions are a big thing
progression, or like
you
mean like
you know how back on Gears 3 like Savage Theron was like beast mode on Insane.
Yeah, and then you got like the ivory weapon skin from like Capture the Leader, like getting 10 kills without dying as leader and stuff like that. Yeah, totally. I was just a little bit earlier, but just for new people, it's we definitely want to do more of that. It's you know, gear packs kind of offer the opportunity for us to have constant progression. You know, with Gears 3, you kind of get all your unlockables, and then you kind of be like, okay, I've got everything. That's kind of it. You're done. The other thing is though, is that despite that, one of the big benefits of that progression system is the fact that you feel like you have to show off what you've done, right? And our system doesn't give you that. It just kind of gives you like a kind of like a, this is how much I played, oh I got it in this pack, or I got it in my 10th pack, or whatever, right? What we're trying to do more of is we're trying to do more of stuff you earn. So the ranked weapon skin rewards are one of those examples. The wings rewards are another one of those examples. The Easter egg stuff we did with the Easter egg hammer burst and all this stuff that you had to go out and earn, with some of them actually being respectable challenges. The feral stuff. This is all stuff we're trying to do more of, and as I talked about earlier in the stream, we're going to have an exclusive weapon skin set for Versus special events, an exclusive weapon skin set for Horde special events, all coming in the near future to earn, and we're going to try and do more of that stuff out of the game. It's definitely one of the things that we felt was a bit of a weakness, and we're trying to do as much as we can to kind of give you guys a balance between stuff to earn all the time and then things to earn through achievement, essentially. Not the achievement system, but, you know, achieving things. God, that's like such a weird split to have to define.
Yeah. Octus, I've seen it a lot on the forums, and I know it's another character skin thing, but it's like, would we ever see a armored Oscar from his like E-Day form?
Palace Guard Oscar, dude.
Never. As I said, like, not something we're really talking about today in terms of like future character skin stuff, but never say never. Like, it's a nice idea. I like it personally, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because we was talking about the Oscar skins and it was on my mind, so I thought I'd just get out there and just see what I get.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I will say I think we've done enough nudie Oscar, so I think we're good on that front. So maybe a more covered up Oscar is a good idea.
Dude, he looks primal like that though.
Yeah, the concept of Oscar were amazing. Like the early concept.
Yeah.
Man.
So Liam, thinking about the gear packs on like getting NAM flashbacks, like it's frustrating, right? Because like,
oh, nice shot.
Oh, that's a snipe, yeah.
I don't know. It's like you grind from like the weekends and get like I don't know, like let's say 40,000 credits ish, and then you buy a load of packs, but you don't get all the characters. That's frustrating, and you get duplicates, like 10 of the character that you don't need, and you got 2 left, and it's like, just thought I'd bring that up because like it's frustrating,
devastating.
And I want to like just end everything and like break things. Just want to smash my PC.
It's a difficult conversation, right? Because like one of the things is about gear packs is by having this like kind of like RNG-based system, it does mean that you get a lot more content than we've ever offered in a Gears game before, right? And it unlocks that. And it also means that when you're kind of like spending your credits, sometimes you're getting exactly what you want, sometimes you're not. And it's kind of like this balance, right? Because it does bring constant new content to the game. It does give us things that you can go out and earn all the time. It's a discussion. It's definitely like you know, we definitely hear people's kind of likes and dislikes with gear packs. But I mean, it's kind of inherent to a system like this, right? And a lot of people aren't like, and the thing is as well is that you know, if you're a collector, which it sounds like you are, then yeah, for sure, it's definitely more frustrating than someone who just wants, you know, one skin they particularly like, or you know, they just want any skin, right? And there's different kinds of players out there, and it's all valid discussion. We hear you on that stuff. You know, we are talking about looking to the future, as I mentioned with the credit earn stuff. It's discussion based. We have the system we have for, you know, where we are, but yeah, it's honestly, like, beyond that, I don't really have any kind of commentary to provide.
I just like, you know.
So, Viking from the chat. 1 second, guys. Viking from the chat wants to say thank you.
We are reading your
for the black steel tie. He wants to just say thank you. He's a huge fan of tie. You want to say thank you for bringing that guy out. And then Dilly asking,
he was so happy when he got him.
he flipped out. He was like so excited. Is there any plans for any like campaign DLC at all?
No. It's something that we loved about Gears 3. I personally loved like Ram Shadow so much.
Oh yeah.
But it's not part of our plans. So yeah, that's not something to expect. We've been pretty clear about that since I think like second to you maybe.
Okay.
And so that people didn't think it was coming, but yeah, there's none planned.
This is probably not in your field of work, but people are asking about any news on the Gears movie. Is there any updates? But that's probably not where you would.
Can we get John
if there's any updates, I'm sure they'll be announced. But I don't have any info on that.
Yeah.
I guess just stay tuned for any updates. But you know, we're focused on, at least on the community side. We're definitely focused on the game and about kind of listening to you guys and supporting you guys. So like that stuff's a little bit, you know, beyond where my focus is.
I mean, if you lend us like $1 million, $1 million, I mean, we could bribe Universal, you know, get a bit of information out of them.
There's a question.
Speaking of the Black Suit skins, actually no, I'll wait.
There's just a question. Is there any plans to bring back like the Ultimate Edition style of Gears, like Gears 2, Gears 3? Is there any plans of ever bringing those into like a remaster?
Oh, well, like a Gears 2
Ultimate Edition, yeah.
Like again, that's talking about future product stuff, which is not something that we like to like speculate on and talk about. UE was awesome to do, but I mean, one of the things is that it was like a stepping stone game for us, right? Like, it helped our team learn what makes Gears and kind of get the core fundamentals down. So, you know, it's a valid question. I just don't have an answer.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Octus, I had an idea. I had an idea to give you guys. Like,
I have
maybe
one too.
insert your thing.
I'll say mine after.
But like, so during the campaign, like when you counted the Scions, so you know they're the original Locust, and they seem kind of based off like the regular drones and all that. I was thinking, I mean, unless you guys already have a plan, I mean, feel free not to say anything, but like maybe for the next game, like would there be like a Scion Cantus or Scion Therons and all that, like that you'd encounter in that campaign?
They're
what?
pretty much
a swarm variation of that.
I feel like the Scions are a little bit fantasy because they
the
can
hidden
rise,
powers
swarm up,
and,
and make them stronger.
But yeah, would you guys do that like a ugly Cantus with like the crystals coming off his face or something?
Do you know what? I'd like to see a swarm Zerker.
Oh,
we want to see a swarm Zerker?
Crispy Berserker, yeah. Even crispier.
Playable in multiplayer.
Yeah, I want to play as a Juby.
I've seen a
to answer your question, I don't have an answer to your question because I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, like so you know how you got
the
you got the Scions, right? That were like the Locusts, but
no, I
evolved.
know that. I'm just saying
to someone else's.
you're referring to something to which I do not know. So.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Okay.
So where's Scourge?
Mirror.
Before I forget,
How about Plato?
Dead
Oh,
on
wait.
Gears too.
it's
Yeah.
I posted a thread
On the
before
ground in a forest.
explaining
Did you not see?
there's the
Hey, I'm,
know
I'm
with the
not gonna
black
lie to you
steel
guys
skins?
though. I'm very thankful for this palace guard. Like, good job to your team for like listening about
Beautiful. Yeah, they killed it. And the new Savage characters, man, they just killed it with the Locust design. Are we cycling players? Was that 2 matches? Was that 2 matches, guys? I'm not sure.
post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got stuck in the world of questions.
Oh, it's okay. It's fine. This is good. That's what this is meant to be. It's meant to be a Q&A.
This is fun. We should do like this. Should happen more. I feel like.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
I think like once
it's something
every
that we
month
want to
or
do
so.
more of too. So
Yeah, that
like,
means a
slap
lot
a
if you
bunch
guys
of the
are doing this for your community.
in a party and just have everybody yell at Octus for a bit and like see what happens. You know.
you make it sound so appealing.
Yeah, what?
Well, I mean, you know, yell in a constructive manner,
I
and
know,
then
I
you
know,
can just
I know.
kick them.
We'll just
and
call it
then
live
ban them from
Twitter.
the
We'll
forums.
call it live Twitter, right? Live
Yeah.
Twitter, live
Exactly.
forums.
Periscope.
Yeah. No, I
is
like
that
it. It's
something?
good. It's just good to play with the community too. I mean, like getting involved in community nights and stuff is something that I want to be able to do more of. It's just, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like, you know, I need my backpacks in my life, so you know.
I mean, we're not playing no PUBG. This is Gears, but I mean, we can invest in backpacks, I guess, if you play as Kate.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
Oscar with
Be a
backpack
pop star.
confirmed.
Alright then, guys, we need to rotate everyone out now so we can get more people in.
So, I did invite a few people
Thank
in
you,
already.
everybody.
Before I
playing.
go, one more thing before I
Get
go.
a game invite again.
With
Sorry.
what Viking said about the black steel tie, he liked it. I was thinking, like, because someone might prefer V-Day Marcus over Armored Marcus, because younger, obviously, or whatever. Would there be a chance of being able to rotate between each character and switching black steel to that? So, say, like, Armored Marcus, black steel, change it to V-Day Marcus, black steel.
I mean, we wouldn't change what we've already done. So, like,
Ooh,
doubtful.
Here's an example. You know with Judgment, with all the different armor skins, and, like, on a certain character you can change it.
Yeah.
Well, basically that, but you change the character.
Oh, sorry. So, oh wait,
Yeah.
you mean to change character as in like? Sorry, to be clear, do you mean like changing? So if you have Black Steel Marcus, you could select any Marcus variant. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
What, rather than individual characters, or if you own the individual characters? Like, are you talking about like how we'd organize it in the menu, or like
think
so
like
like
in
you select
Judgment.
Marcus and then you select like
Yeah.
Black Steel Marcus, or I mean that again, the UI was designed like, and it is as is. It takes tons to change that. I personally like the suggestion, especially with the amount of character skins we have now. But yeah, it's not something we could change at this point. It's very kind of ingrained in what our
Maybe
kind
it's
of
for the
functionality
future.
is.
So Octus,
Good.
before I leave the party,
Nice
could you like bring that to the team though about like randomizing the bots maybe for the multiplayer?
Yeah,
Like, for
sure.
private
Yeah, no,
match?
absolutely. I think it's a great suggestion. Like having characters you own appearing in your own private lobbies. I personally love that idea, so I'll absolutely bring it to the team.
Because Reyna destroying me,
Okay.
dude, has to stop. But yeah, that's probably the last thing I'm gonna say other than hashtag bring back all locust multiplayer. But yeah, all right.
Thank you
So
guys
thanks for
so
being
much.
with me,
Guys,
right?
thank you
Fight
all
it.
for joining.
Thanks for the
I don't know if
opportunity.
it's B-Rad or Rad or both, but
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
stay
it's B-Rad
tuned
on
in the
here.
stream and
But-
maybe play again later.
Thank you guys.
All right.
so
Well,
much.
thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
and Maybe I'll see you later.
Awesome.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Go and have a
Thank you.
bacon bun.
Bye.